Hello, I am Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as the Aztecs. At the end of the previous episode I said that I would play off camera a bit, so I did that. I think I played like 10 turns and well, I was thinking about playing a bit more because there's still 10 more turns before another war can begin. But if I played more, then there'll be too many changes, and I probably wouldn't remember all the important things that happened. So I decided to start playing now. Before we do anything, I'll quickly say what I did off camera. But well, it's been quite a few things. Well, we had problem with happiness, so that was my biggest concern. If I can solve that problem in like few turns only. After I ended the first turn, I lost. I think like 10 more happiness at one moment. I was at like I think minus 11. So I had to go through all the cities, remove religious divisions. That was one thing that I could do easily. Then I reassigned some people to work the great merchant specialist slots. That helped with the poverty problem. I also queued up some buildings that will help us with crime, but it will take a while. I bought some Landsknechts as garrisons in some cities, so that was another little bit. And now we are at +5. I managed to get to +10 after that. Some of our cities grew, so I lost a bit of happiness. But more importantly, we are working on the courthouses now. Well, here it will take a while because we still have 2 turns of resistance. And once we have those courthouses, that will remove that will remove the unhappiness from occupied cities, and that's almost minus 80 now to our happiness. So that will solve all the problems we have. We just need to finish those courthouses, just this one courthouse, and we'll get to like +25 or something like that, which is perfectly fine. I also did some trading. I bought some luxuries we didn't have yet. I didn't find too many, but every little bit helped. And I sold some luxuries and also tax to Carthage because I was finally able to get an embassy from her. So that helped our income. And speaking about income, you can see that we have now 16 gold in our treasury because I started upgrading our navy. I still have 7 more corvettes to upgrade, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to upgrade all of them because we probably can get only 6 more coal. We can actually check that now. Oh, maybe we can get it. Let me see, Assur. Oh, we are not working on this coal. Did we just steal the coal from Assyria? That's possible. Okay, that's definitely higher priority than building a road here. Really didn't notice we had a coal here. Well, good for us. Let's send the worker there immediately. And that will give us enough coal to upgrade all our corvettes into ironclads. What else? Oh, speaking about workers, I also bought some more workers. I don't know, like 10 more workers to speed up the building of roads and repairs of tiles. Also, we have some tiles that are still not improved. So we could use even more workers, but we just don't have the money. So this will have to do. Most of them are already working on railroads, and as we finish the first railroads in the center of our territory, I think it will be better and better because the peripheries of our lands, that's not such a high priority to get railroads there. So that's workers. And I bought some archaeologists for Fate. I spent like 60,000 Fate, maybe less, 50,000 on archaeologists, and then I spent some Fate on Inquisitors and even like 2 missionaries. Because it wasn't that easy to get religion in the city-states, and here also 1 missionary is still going this way because just an Inquisitor wasn't enough to get the religion there. So I spent almost all our religion. The archaeologists are working on various archaeological sites, but I didn't have time to finish a single one yet. And I think this is all that I did off camera. Other than that, uh, like the whole world started to denouncing, or all this started to denouncing everyone. So I don't think that there are any significant like defensive pacts or anything like. Everyone hates each other, so that's good for what we are planning. And I think that's all. I don't think that there is anything else. We finished the Sistine Chapel, but I was hoping that we could maybe reduce the boredom with that, but it didn't really do anything for us. Just gave us more culture, which of course is not bad. And now I think we can end the turn. Oh, here we can get the religion. For that, there we go, finally. The missionary can stay in the city. Oh, and by the way, no, we still can't buy the Mandir and Monastery. We need 2 more turns. Okay, go. We want iron. I don't think I want to give him any iron. Oh, we can give him 1. 1 is fine. We need 20 to upgrade all our frigates. So I have to keep 20, but if he wants 1, okay, he can have that. Yeah, this is fine. Some problems with poverty, but I really can't do much about it now. Want to work here. Do we have any specialist slot we want to work? We do, but I probably should get worker here. This tile has 1 extra. Well, actually has less production. I probably want the food more. Want this city to grow. Oh, and also I got 2 trade routes. One is going somewhere to Assyria. I found a trade route there that gave us 31 gold per turn. And it helped with poverty problems in our capital. And the second is food, and it's going here. I did notice that we were not feeding this city, and it's one of our oldest cities, so I want those to grow still as fast as possible. Okay, here we are done with constabulary, so that helped with poverty. What else? I mean, poverty, crime, of course. And the poverty problem. I'm not working this tile. Let's get harbor. Get some extra yields from the sea tiles. It's only 5 turns. Or actually, we can get the caravanserai pretty quickly. That may remove the poverty. Now when we are not at war, I'm focusing a lot more on the city development. So I'm always thinking a bit longer about buildings that I want to get. Poverty, crime, boredom. Anything that we really need right now? I think I'll get the caravanserai again. It's 5 gold per turn. If we could remove the poverty completely, it would be amazing. It's only 4 turns, so let's go for that. Okay. Working on the railroad. I'm thinking about buying one more worker in our capital. I want one worker to start building the railroad this way as well. So who needs orders? Here we are done with coal. Perfect. Now we can work on railroad again. I wanted to send one archaeologist here. I'll just get artifact from this side, but the other one I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, the ironclad. Send it here. Want to have vision down there. Okay. Told me the mine, we really needed coal. It's 32 turns, that's a long time. 45. 45. What else do we need? Send this archaeologist somewhere, and I had a spot for him that I just forgot where that was. Oh, I can send him. Yeah, I can send him here. Okay, next. Yeah, the missionary will stay in the city for now. Here I wanted to replace the garrison and send probably both these lancers north. Because Japan, we know about that. I think it happened at the end of the previous episode. Captured Rio de Janeiro. So we will be fighting Japan on land. And I need some more melee units for this army. The fast moving units are perfect for that. Also, it won't take that long to get access to land ships. And if I remember correctly, lancers upgrade into land ships. Yeah, so we will be able to use basically tanks, or the first version of tank, against Japanese units that will be probably far behind that technologically. That should work quite well. I will maybe try to find some more lancers and send them there. They will create like armored spear of our invasion. Send this guy as well. Go. I'm really waiting for this courthouse. That's so important to get. With the extra happiness we get, all our yields will go up. Most importantly, gold per turn. Because to upgrade our navy, we still need like 65,000. And then another maybe 150,000 to upgrade our land units. That's just insane. And yeah, I'd like to have enough money to upgrade at least some units that'll be like actively participating in the war with Japan. So the extra gold we can get thanks to high happiness would be very useful. You can stay where you are. There's the worker that will start building railroad in this direction, and you can just keep working on this railroad. Good. More people. City is surprisingly happy. Can we maybe... How the hell did the happiness drop to -1 suddenly? But can we... Oh. Never mind. I was thinking about assigning the guy to market, checking if he can remove more poverty. It seems that this is enough. We won't be able to get rid of the remaining poverty. Okay, that's fine then. This is your problem. Crime, poverty, illiteracy, boredom, a little bit of everything. Can we remove something? No. Can remove the illiteracy though. Okay, fine. I will take that. And we are working all the specialist slots here. Our problem is poverty and crime. We have a tile with a lot of food, I mean a lot of gold here somewhere. Nope. Yeah, I think we want to work the food. The city is growing very slowly. So the farm is fine. And now... Come on, keep moving. And now... should finally finish this courthouse and solve the problem with unhappiness. Tunisia is plotting against us. Yeah, not a big surprise. On steam power, I gave Carthage quite a few tax, and I even pushed her into industrial era. I don't think I want to give her more. I could. I still could get a lot more money from her, but if I give her these tags, she would be... She already is on par with Japan, and I'm not sure if I want her to be so close to me. I think she has more than enough. I would like to get the gold from her, but I think at some point we have to stop helping her. Don't want her to be too strong. Oh, by the way, and I've already given India enough tax to push her into industrial era as well. So, gave her what, 25 tax maybe? Great writer. What do we want to do with the great writer? I'm thinking about just flood culture. How much do we need for the next social policy? This would shave up what? Oh, wouldn't be too bad. 16 turns. 17 turns. What's the next social policy? More science and more culture. Actually, a lot of science. This could be easily like 400 science per turn. What is next? We will be using musicians for great works, right? Yeah, I think I'll go for the culture.
As soon as men
And
decide that all
how did we get
evil
dynamite?
to fight an evil, then their good becomes indistinguishable.
Missed something, but probably not important. We were very close. Yeah, now we have access to cruisers, but we don't have the money. Maybe on this side, come on. Should get at least some. Most of our corvettes are upgraded. We have coal now. How much do we have to pay for this? 24. It's pretty much the same price. Well, let's upgrade all the corvettes around here first, because those will be our shields. And once we are done, we need 2 more, then actually 3 more, then we start upgrading the frigates. I think we still have enough time to upgrade all these ships before the next war with Japan. The peace treaty, or the first 30 turns of the peace treaty, should end on turn 623. So on turn 624, Japan will most likely declare on us. So before that, I want to have this fleet upgraded. city connection. And how is it possible that we are still on just 6 happiness? Amsterdam doesn't have problems with occupation anymore. That's unfortunate. Yeah, what's the problem? Crime, poverty, boredom. Eric's market, that's crime, poverty. That's boredom. Oh, and walls. Let's do it like this. Then we can go for floating gardens and some of the basics, maybe aqueduct. Need more production. We actually need a lot more production. Forgot to lock the tiles around here. This is decent. This is decent. I think we want this production. And we want this production. We need to get these buildings as soon as possible. Oh, that's not upgraded. Really, we can get a copy of marble. Oh, and this is actually an academy. We have a worker here. And we should have connection now. Well, what we need is to connect these two cities that also quite a lot of unhappiness. Okay, first let's repair the academy. Here we will build another mine. We can start working on the archaeology. Now, remove this road. You can stay here. Fortify. Okay. Crime, poverty, electricity, boredom. I'll just get more production. Oh, the forest is a little bit better. I'm now getting quite a few free fusiliers. Let's actually use this guy to replace Garrison here. We only have a spearman. It's our last spearman that we are still using, so let's replace him. A little bit of poverty here. Can we do something about that? No. It is growing pretty slowly, so I think the food will be fine. And poverty and crime. Don't really do much about that. And again, you can probably hear my cat in the background. I'll have to find a city for East India Company as well. We can't afford to build factories anywhere. Let's build a temple. It's only 4 turns, and we can get decent yields from that. That will be first thing now. Unhappiness, boredom, and poverty. I'd like to get Opera House. Those are pretty good. Do we have around here any interesting luxuries? No, not really. Let's go for the Opera House. Okay, 45, 45. Okay, I think I'll start with the village here. And build the railroad later. Yeah, this is a lot of unhappiness. But we are working on the connection, so that will solve part of it. Can we maybe help with the illiteracy? Yep. Okay, I'll take that. And queue up a castle. Wine to Gandhi, citrus to Gandhi. Well, he wants the luxuries back. He will just come to us. And we have enough money for another upgrade. Okay, we just ran out of coal. So next turn we'll start working on first frigates. 45. And next. Come on, what's the problem now? Oh. Start working on the repairs. You can stay where you are right now. Actually, no, wait. How long until we get those land ships? Still quite a long time. 16, that's like 30 turns. I was thinking about sending the lancers back into our territory, get ready for those upgrades, but we'll probably start fighting long before we get access to those upgrades, so we will need the lancers in the front line for a while before they can get upgrades. I want the citrus as well. I think I will take the money from you this time. I need all the gold I can get. Chill it. Now let's work something else. How does it look like with happiness? Already. That should, yeah, help a bit. And we will buy another archaeologist. Well, we don't have to buy another archaeologist in one turn. We will get one. I think we can keep working on archaeologists. I was just checking on to make sure we are not missing something really important. I think we are fine. Poverty, crime, boredom. Get rid of the poverty. Nope. I'll just grow faster then. And we got another side into our border. Well, that means I will buy one archaeologist after all. Okay, this guy can build the railroad from this side. This one gonna start working here, I think. And I'll just quickly remove this road. What is this? It's a farm. Don't want to have a farm here. I'd rather have a village here and a mine here. So let's first get rid of the village on the hill. Okay, constabulary is done. Now we have to solve the problem with poverty here. We solve it. This way. Yeah, that's a good start. Go for gardens. And after gardens, I will go for opera house. Oh, by the way, I can't afford to build seaports because, again, they require coal. That's why I didn't start them anywhere. I'll build workshop first. It's only 6 turns. Next. I don't understand how is it possible that after we finish this courthouse, didn't solve the problem with happiness. Open borders. No, you don't need open borders. Free hotel. Don't really care, but it's free, so I'm not gonna complain. Done with the road. possible that we don't have railroad on this tile. Nope. More turns, come on. Another courthouse. How does it look like with unhappiness? 1450. And well, he is in industrial era. But the thing is, I think this game will end before we'll have a chance to get anything from the research agreement. So it's like throwing away 900 gold. No, I think I'll pass on this. Yeah, it removed all the unhappiness from occupation, but now we have unhappiness from something else. So more or less what we could expect. Biggest problem is crime. Barracks, walls, monument. We have religious divisions here. We can solve that very easily. We can go for market, shrine, aqueduct, forge, and then we come back. Oh, come on. It's like half of one upgrade. I could try to tell him.
Wat nu?
Yeah, expected that.
Verschoon me.
I'm probably blind. I already assign the new worker or... Okay, I don't see an unassigned worker, so I guess I already did something about that. And why did we get local corruption? Come on, we never dropped bill 0. It's eating away our income. I got this multiple times before I started recording, so we are losing like over 100 gold per turn because of this now. Yeah, it's not just 12, it cost us like 50 gold per turn with all the multipliers that we are getting to our yields. Every time we lose flat yields, it affects like the global thing because of the multiplier, so it's not only that little bit. In this case it was like 50 gold per turn almost. Okay, another courthouse is finished. Crime, well, barracks. We really have to build an arsenal here. Get rid of the crime. Well, okay. There really isn't anything that we need more than that, so as we'll start working on it. It'll come back when we are done with these two. Problem is that the unhappiness from occupied cities is going up pretty significantly, but our happiness is not going up. I don't like this at all. Just unless we get our happiness to at least plus 30, ideally like plus 50, the next war will be a problem. Okay, city connection. Again, we got the city connection that removed basically all the isolation. We still have one unhappiness from isolation for some reason. I'll have to figure out where that is coming from, but yeah, it didn't give us as much happiness as I expected. Still on, yeah. Okay, what else? To heresy, that will help a bit, and I think we are getting some more unhappiness from religious divisions, but I'll check that off camera. Always takes a while to find the city where the problem is. How much unhappiness are we getting here? 18. Let's play one, maybe two more turns. Two more turns so that we finish the Slater mail. This episode will be probably quite long, but I'd like to finish the wonder. What can we get? It's this guy, so we want to have a landmark here. Yes. What does it look like with the yields from the land? That's actually quite bad. It's horrible. Oh, holy crap, that's so bad. Can I just get rid of it to get that artifact and instead build a village on the tile? Do we have poverty here? Well, we have some poverty. Maybe we can... Yeah, we can at least do something about that. And did it also remove boredom? I wasn't paying attention, but I think we had some problems with boredom as well. Okay, now when I'm thinking about it, I may just get an artifact and build a farm here. Also, we'll be able to get adjacency bonuses from these farms. Let's just get Indian artifact. Really quite disappointed with the yields. Okay, so we are almost done with this connection. Get and the yields better than just a little bit of... Oh, we have problems with crimes here and I'm not doing anything about it. Should help. This is the best tile that we can get around here. Okay, but suddenly we are at plus 18 happiness. That's much better. And we got this iron inside our border. No one can work it because it's too far. But we can still get the iron from it. It's plus 6 iron. Don't have a free worker, but I'll send one there as soon as possible. Another courthouse. So what's the problem now? Religious divisions. Gonna solve that. Illiteracy, boredom, crime. Start with council. We go for barracks and walls, and then we come back. Maybe then monument. We had some problems with boredom. And let's get more production. Problem is with more production we get more unhappiness. But if do anything surprisingly. This helped. Okay, that's probably the best solution. We're not growing as fast, but don't really need more people, we need more buildings. Workshop. Do we have castle? Yep. Go for constabulary. And oh, that's a huge problem with poverty. Are already working the market. Well, we need more production. Let's start there. Also boredom, surprisingly. Let's start with caravanserai. It doesn't take long to build and should help with the poverty. Okay, one more turn. I think I'll take an artifact again and build a mine here. On the other hand, this tile farm wouldn't have any adjacency bonuses. I think in this case we can go for the landmark. No matter what we build on this tile, it will be quite... Actually, I could have built a village. That would still be better. Too late for that. We can get a French artifact. Yeah, there's no way that would ever work a landmark here. And there's our Slater mail. Perfect. Refactory and more coal. Large boost production. Definitely need that. Now we just have to solve that unhappiness, which shouldn't be that difficult. Just quickly build these buildings that we are missing, and we can start thinking about another wonder. I'm thinking about Eiffel Tower. We have some problems with boredom. 26 boredoms across the empire. So this wouldn't be too bad. And the culture cost of adopting policies reduced by 10%. Yeah, sure. 1 turns is a long time, but we should get a great engineer before we start working on it, I would say. I didn't check, but I think there's a good chance that we get a great engineer by the time we start working on the Eiffel Tower. So we should be able to shave off a few turns. Hanoi is growing. Yeah, let's work the monastery. I think that's fine. Already should be able to remove that with the constabulary. We have another archaeologist. Send him here, I think. Yeah. Initially, I wanted to always wait for these sites to be inside our borders so that I can build a landmark there. But now when I realize that I actually don't want landmarks, we can just send archaeologists anywhere. Okay. And the last thing I'm gonna do in this episode, let's get some more upgrades. Still should get some more coal, so you'll be able to get a few factories. More corvettes somewhere. We will get a factory in our capital, then upgrade 2 more corvettes and 1 more factory somewhere. I'll have to decide on that later, but it's not that important. Okay, move. And let's start upgrading all the frigates. Okay, good. How many do we have? 15, 17, so this is like 40,000 to upgrade our navy. And then we can start thinking about where we get the money for all the land units. But that will be in the next episode. This one is over. So we managed to stabilize somehow. We are around 20 happiness. I expected us to be... Or when I started recording this episode, I thought that at the end of the episode we would be around, let's say, 50. So that didn't work that well, but at least we don't have to worry about dropping to red numbers anymore. And we are very close to the next war. I think it's quite likely that on the next turn Japan is going to declare on us. He is friendly, but I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. We now have a city very close to him. I think we can expect a war pretty soon, which might be a huge problem because our vassals started settling all these small cities. And of course, when Japan declares on us, that means war with Assyria and Carthage as well. And like 2 or 3 corvettes will just destroy these cities. We know that because we did that ourselves. I won't be able to protect them. Okay, that just happens. But well, as I said, this is all for today's episode, so I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.